Uh-oh. Uh-oh, JJ.
Oh, my God.
And they are very, very deep.
Blinds. And thank you guys for being so engaging in the chat today. Sebastian Law Firm, Jeff, Jean, Paul, Dirt, Mike, Brosefson, Silva Coast, one of the chat regs. What's up, Silva Coast? What's up, JD? And if you guys haven't just yet, please smash that like button. About 1,000 viewers in YouTube chat. How much we got up in the Twitch? We got about 500 in Twitch. And if you can, please smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. It means a lot to us. We are about 2 likes away from 200 likes this evening. So you guys are killing it. So thank you very much. Continue to help Live at the Bike. The all-new Valleys Presents, that is. As Jiang here with 2 9s and Saya with the best hand, top pair.
People asking about the opening sizes. We got a straddle and a big blind ante in this game. So your opening sizes are going to be much larger than your normal game.
Front door flush, smashes the turn. Saya's going to go into check mode. This pot is very ballooned to $20,000.
Can't find any reason to bet here. 2 9s with the 9 of spades. I think we have a pretty comfortable check back. Try to realize some of our equity in position. Jiang disagrees. He's going to take the aggressive route.
Yeah, I like this bet, especially if he goes with some smaller sizing. More for like a block bet against river leads from Saya.
Yep, trying to freeze the action on the river, certainly. I'm not sure if it's going to work against someone like Saya, but it does make this river very hard to lead on pretty much any card. So you're sort of figuring, hey, if I'm going to call 15,000 on the river, I might as well put the 8,000 in myself on the turn in position.
$36,450. Jiang with that 9 of spades. How often does he just want to now turn his hand into a bluff?
Saya 3-bet this pot, correct?
All of it!
That is, holy smokes. Not what I was expecting to happen here. They are getting at, what a game we have today, JJ. What a game. All of a sudden, there's 120,000 in the middle.
You are at the right place, right time here on Live at the Bike this evening if you like action.
Man, this is a bluffy-looking line. It's pretty tough to hero up here with King 10, but this line reeks of what you were talking about. We just don't have that many value hands. That wannabe overbet jamming here. I guess SPR is about 1. In reality, it's tough to tell. I think they're factoring that full 82,000 into the pot size here. So I think the SPR was just over 1 going into this river. Very tough call with King 10. You can tell, though, the Saya is on high alert here. Something just smells off about this line.
Let us know what you guys think. Predict the action with us. Will Saya call, fold, or you have no clue what's going to go on? Put your votes in. One thing I can say, Talo, is playing against someone like Jiang makes me very anxious at the table. There's a very unpredictable nature here.
Are you a table talker here? I noticed nobody really here other than Bill is in the spots. This is the type of spot where I would really be trying to get some information from my opponent. This is an unorthodox line. He absolutely might give something away here if you try to talk to him about his hand, how he's feeling, something like that. Just try to pick up really any read you can in this spot.
Some people in the chat thinks Saya's going to sniff this one out. Not an easy call.
Not an easy call. We would love to have that 10 of clubs be the 10 of spades. I mean, you would probably pay to have that be the 10 of spades in our hand. And wow, she does let it go. What a line by Jiang. There's a pot that I'm never winning, JJ. I am not trying to bluff out a king on the river after taking that line. Well done. I mean, we can say that now because it worked. If it gets called, it looks like a complete torch. We had the right read with the jacket. He's certainly willing to get after it.
So how do you navigate in spots for someone like Jiang, who's taking these unorthodox lines, making you play for all of it?
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to make sure when you are towards the top of your range, you do a little bit more calling than you would otherwise. Sort of pre-flop and on the flop, you're picking hands that can withstand a little bit more aggression, hands that potentially have a little bit higher absolute hand strength, rather than hands that are a little more mergy to defend with, where a little bit less about blockers, a little bit more about your showdown value. But it's tough. It's always tough when you've got somebody who's willing to take a line that unorthodox and put maximum pressure over multiple streets.
I hope you guys are enjoying this conversation between Talo and I. There's a lot of gems in there. This is becoming an expensive friendship with you, my man.
The reason people run it twice is because they're trying to reduce variance for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars as poker professionals, which is a pretty reasonable thing to do. If they wanted to just flip coins or play baccarat for the money, they would do that. They're trying to play in edge spots, and pre-flop all-ins are very low edge spots. Now, certainly there are some games where it behooves you to run it once. Ooh, got an action flop here, though. Both players with 2 overs and a flush draw.
You couldn't just fold, huh?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, JJ.
Oh, my God.
And they are very, very deep, so we're probably not going to see too much craziness happen, but with these two guys, you never know. And it is going to be very hard to put Jiang on a higher flush. We've seen him absolutely get after it so far.
Yeah, and I think if you're Jew playing this deep, you're just calling.
Yep.
Like, you're not putting in more chips
Absolutely.
this deep and putting yourself in a tough spot. That's how I would play this spot, but let's defer to Jew.
And this is a spot where being deep actually helps you lose less. If he had a stack of, let's say, 30, 35,000, you'd be trying to figure out how to get all the money in here. But when you're 100K deep, you really can't beat too many hands once it's gone bet, raise, value bet on the river. Certainly you have a queen high flush. It is a good hand. It's just not as good as it would be with wider ranges and a shorter stack. I'll be real curious to see what Jiang does here. I think a small bet could potentially get raised. He might try that to induce. Standard would be to overbet, and he goes with the 3,000. This is fantastic. He is absolutely putting out this sizing just to try to induce a raise from optimistically a hand like Jew has, but potentially something even a little bit worse. Maybe some straights with a club, things like that, and it is going to work. Jew puts in the small raise, targeting 2-pair plus, probably targeting straights mostly. And he's going to get the bad news. Phenomenal play by Jiang here. I love this river sizing. I don't think this is something people do at top of range nearly enough. Unblocking all the pairs, well, pre-river, unblocking all the straight cards. This is very well done. Wow, I floated out that idea of him betting small to induce, not really thinking he was the type of player who was going to do it in this spot. He has an incredible grasp of his image. Very impressed with his play at this small sample size so far. I think he knows how people see him. It's something that Bill Perkins does very well in the games that he plays, is use his image to his advantage. This is an extremely well-constructed hand where if he gets paid here, he's going to win really more than the max.
And Jew in a bit of a spot.
Take this pause real quick while they're throwing in time checks, because we have each chat asking who the commentators are, saying we're killing it, JJ.
Oh,
both chats at the same time. We appreciate you guys. This is the legendary JJ De La Garza, who's always in here, and I am Thallow, more of a PLO player, but definitely enjoying this session in the Hold'em booth. This is a phenomenal game we have today.
And I think they're mainly speaking of you, because you are crushing it, to be honest. So.
And if you guys are liking the commentary, please do hit the like button. It is the only thing that we can really use as a reflection of how well the show is going, so we appreciate it. Jew is absolutely in the blender here. This is a brutal spot. You think he's heard about the 9s hand already, JJ?
I don't think so. I think they've probably played a session, or he's heard that Jiang is action. And how often is Jiang doing this with a worse flush and or just the naked ace of clubs?
JJ, I'm going to tell you what. If somebody's 3-betting me on the river and I've got a queen high flush and they're wearing that jacket, I don't think I can fold. That jacket has bluff equity written all over it.
And not only could Jiang have the higher flushes, but the 6-7 of clubs is in the realm of the straight flush variety. So Ju is
Absolutely.
just in a spot that, let's just be quite frank, this spot in a 3-bet pot is just way underbluffed in reality. So Ju knows this, and he's just trying to face the reality of how tough is Jiang.
It is, but we did see the man rip in a $42,000 river bluff with pocket 9s earlier with just the 9 spade blocker. So he is certainly capable. He's sporting a jacket that would also claim he's capable, and he's going to get paid here.
Wow.
Jiang just playing everything to perfection so far today. Unbelievable line taken. Got Saya off the best hand earlier with a huge river play, and this time wins more than the maximum, inducing that raise with the 3K. 20% river bet gets Ju to put in the small river raise for value and then pay off the huge river 3-bet. And Ju hates it. Wow, look at that express. He just absolutely hates it. Knows he got destroyed in that hand. That's brutal. Tough spot.